Yo, this is Real Talk E. Welcome to the locker room. We talk nothing but basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, now this is probably one of my favorite videos I've ever made, bro. Like a lot of videos have been going on this channel. I put up a lot of videos, about 200 something videos, but this is one of my favorite videos, bro. I promise you. Why? I mean, just look at it, bro. I mean, it's so positive, man. We had people get inducted to the Hall of Fame. It's not an everyday thing. And to start off the video, man, I mean, congratulations to everybody who got inducted to the Hall of Fame, bro. Like, it's a lot of hard work to even start your legacy, but to get this far and to be inducted to the Hall of Fame from the sports world, it's super hard, bro. Not everybody makes it. Not everybody can make it, but it's everyone's dream. Everybody who's involved in sports in some type of way, shape, or form, their dream is to make or be inducted into the Hall of Fame. They can only dream about it. And these group of people have been inducted to it. And not only that, they gave their speeches, and it was some of the most positive things and one of the most greatest things I've seen so far, bro. And this made me remember why I do what I do. Why I want to pursue this legacy and this career of being a basketball entertainer, analyst, / whatever you want to put me as. Because the idea of basketball, the idea of sports brings us together. It brings a lot of people together from all types of, however you look, what race you're from, what's your ethnicity, what's your background, It brings us together. And that's what made me want to really use my love for the sport and my passion for the sport and turn it into a future legacy, hopefully, and it made me want to just, what, bro, like, just start, just go. And with that being said, let's talk about some of their speeches individually. We're gonna start off with Tony Parker. Now, this speech had a lot of jokes in it. Honestly, it was one of the best speeches. I feel like, I'm not here to rate speeches, but it was one of the best speeches. It was put together very well. There's a lot of gratitude and thank you to everybody, which all of them did. But it was also like he gave us a little bit of insight of what happened, of how everything came to be what it came to be, of some of the details that happened on those legendary Spurs teams that we've all grew up to love, and we all watched, and we all went back and watched, and we all got to witness and just be there for. And he let us know some of the insides of what really happened, what was really going on behind the scenes, how Coach Greg Popovich really was, how he was introduced to the game, how he came into the game, how he was introduced to the NBA, what helped him become who he is today. And it was very, very special. It was very heartwarming, bro. I mean, it hit deep, bro, because it was like, not only as a, somebody who's watching the game, as a fan, as a supporter, but as somebody who has came from another country. I understood him, bro. I mean, it's hard. It's something that a lot of people won't be able to understand. Dirk Nowitzki. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not know what to expect going into this. Why? Because I haven't heard nothing from him. I don't think I've heard him give an interview. I have never heard him do anything after he left the league. So I was like, what can possibly happen here besides him giving a whole bunch of thank yous and, showing a lot of gratitude to everybody and everything that is involved in his life or that has happened in his life. Well, it was a lot of I would say, the thing I took from this is humbleness. You could tell he lives off of morals, off of rules, off of, a lot of things that helped him not only win a championship for the Dallas Mavericks, but be there for 21 years, which is insane. Like nowadays, what player in the league right now can be with their team for 20 years, for 21 years, for even 15 years? Some of them can't be with a team for 10. And sometimes it's not their fault, but other times it is. And he found a way to stay there. And not only that, he also showed gratitude to his parents, which they all did again. But it goes to show you, man, like it's way deeper than basketball. I mean, these are basketball players. I mean, they've been playing the sport since they were little. If you think they don't know X's and O's, you're out of your mind. And for any coach that sits there and tries to coach them based off X's and O's, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. They know all the X's and O's you could probably teach them. You might have to sharpen some of their skills. You might have to help them realize who they really are. How can they better themselves for the pro league? But other than that, it's really just showing them a whole lot of morals, rules, how to value yourself, value teammates, respect, relationships. And Greg Popovich proved my point. And his speech is pretty much what he spoke about. Matter of fact, he even said it himself. Relationships is what builds basketball teams, families, and allows them to win. It's not X's and O's. He's a coach. And his job is to help them notice what they did wrong and what they did bad. But I guarantee you, the players, if you're a great player and you want to win a championship, you know what you do wrong. I mean, you know it right after you do it. Sometimes you know it while you're doing it, but it's too late. Because you know that as a player, sometimes your mistakes can also be some of the greatest moments of your career. And he spoke about it. And he spoke about some of his own character development. And it shows you nobody's above growing up, understanding, hey, there's a lot of room for me to grow. I can learn, I can stop doing this, and this. And he even admitted, which we all knew, I mean, you couldn't hide it. But he even admitted, like, look, bro, I curse. And it's not the best thing ever, but I have to be myself. Oh, we're not going to win. You have to be yourself. And this goes beyond basketball. Everything you want to accomplish, you have to be yourself. Or there's no way you'll ever make it. Ever. Paul Gasol. His speech meant a lot to me for a lot of different reasons. Again, kid came from a different country, playing basketball, whatever. But the fact he came from a different country, I understand how that feels already. The time where he came to the United States to play basketball, I understand how it felt. The fact that he even came to the league where it was an era where everybody thought overseas players, European guys, are soft. And he came out here and he played hard and he practiced and he was there and he gave gratitude to a lot of people and he showed gratitude. He gave thanks to a lot of people and he spoke about Kobe. Now, it was somewhat of a given that he's going to speak about Kobe eventually. I mean, he won 2 championships with the guy. But it would hit deep for me because if y'all don't know, I mean, my favorite player is Devin Booker. Why? Because Kobe, man. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I love Book for Book. I love his game. And I love how he's growing and what he shows every single time. But Kobe, it's like, whenever I'm going through something, whenever I need to do something, just everything that crossed my mind is like, Kobe will not quit. Kobe will not stop. So I got to keep going. That Mamba mentality, bro, is with everything besides basketball. But it does include basketball. It is also, you could involve it with everything out of basketball as well. And That really hit, bro, because I mean, I expected him to give all the thank yous. I expected him to even speak about Kobe. I expected a lot of things that he was talking about. Some of the jokes that he made. It was actually another put together speech, a very well put together speech as well. Uh, but the Kobe one really, really, really hit deep. Like I felt it. Like I understood. Like that one hit a different spot. I'm not gonna lie. It's a different spot in my heart. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, obviously, Dwayne Wade. This speech made me ask myself, do I love this sport for real? Do I love the sport as much as I say I love the sport? Do I love the sport as much as I want to reap the benefits from the sport? And then once I came up with that answer, I asked myself, am I showing that I love the sport as much as I actually love the sport? If I'm not, how do I? And those two questions are questions that I have not been able to answer yet. And I hope I find the answer for them eventually. But as if right now, I don't have the answer for them. And to be honest with you, hopefully I will. Don't know if it'll be anytime soon. But hopefully before this is all said and done, which hopefully with, by God's will and God's blessing, this is only the beginning and nowhere near the end. I will figure out the answer to those two questions. This speech was great from the beginning all the way to the end. From him thanking everybody to him talking about his upcoming, to him talking about a lot of things, bro. Who he is, how he became who he is, just the game of basketball. He gave a thank you to everybody for different reasons. And then he spoke about Allen Iverson. He said, AI, it's for me, like to you personally, from the bottom of my heart. You are the culture and we love you. This meant a lot, bro. Because for me, if it wasn't Kobe, it was AI. And AI, was so different from everybody. And he faced a lot of trouble for it. He went through a lot. From the beginning of his career, the bowling alley incident, before he even went crazy in the league, they tried to take him down. And he's still standing, bro. One of the legends in the league, in our young league of 75 years. Very young league. This is only the beginning. And last but not least, but if not the most special one of the night, Becky Hammon. Now, this speech, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Besides the Dwayne Wade one, this speech brought the most tears to my eyes. Why? You can tell how much she works. You can tell how hard she works. And even though she threw a couple of jokes in there, and even though, she was trying to be her, you gotta understand, bro. Some of the things that people are given in life that you can't control, like how your body's built, how tall are you, how short are you, for sports especially. And she still got there. She still went far. She's excelling in her coaching position. What she did by shouting out Greg Popovich and giving him his own little segment of her speech. It just show you, bro, patience, gratitude, hard work. It pays off. It does, man. And maybe, I don't know who made it this far in the video, and maybe nobody did. But because it's out there, maybe somebody will eventually. Whatever you're doing right now, whatever you want to do right now, go watch all these speeches. And once you're done, don't think about what you want to do. You thought about it the whole time during the speeches. Just begin. Just start. Wherever it ends up, it ends up. Just start. Give it a whole year. And wherever it ends up, it ends up. I don't know what y'all trying to do in your life, but whatever it is, go watch these speeches and just start. But anyways, y'all, it's enough for me rambling, chatting. It's time for y'all. Let me know, chatting down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk with Ian. It's time to leave the locker room. I'm going to catch y'all. Safety in my hearts.
Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
The officials have to review it. And the Lakers win the game. Banks it in. He banks in the three.
To win it. Good. That's why he's NBA All-Defensive Team. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection. This is for the win. Got it. Wow. At 7, working against Butler, got down.